Hey, this is Vertigo with Visual Light Graphics. So, started with this stock. You can see I just centered it. Pretty basic. I started right away duplicating the layer, and I set it to hard light and lower the opacity. I do this sometimes with just any of one of these lights. I test them and lower the opacity as I feel necessary, and it kind of emphasizes the colors, as you can see. Then I threw on a C4D, which you can't see much in the file, but it's there. Next, this is another effect that I use often, and hold on, Vortac is messaging me, even though I just told him not to. Yeah, I'll tell you who that in a second. So to do this effect, he's messaging me again. And so what you do is, what I do, I just harden circle, and what you'll do that, and then you can just wherever you want it placed, and that's what you liquefy it from there. And then once you liquefy it to however you like, that will probably get what you want, but if not, you can always touch it up with some smudging of just a normal circle again, 100% strength, and that should do the trick there. Then I just made some clipping mask. I did this later on, so you can actually see the signature if I take it off. See, did that a little later on. So for a while there, just had that. Next few layers, I did some smudges. You can see I just kind of did that to add some more depth to it. Once again, it doesn't really show up much later. Then this is where I started bringing in the colors. I threw in a yellow. I decided to go with kind of vivid color scheme, and I just did some smudges. The smudge that I used, I think I used this one right here, which is one that I got from Tango. He's not on the site anymore, side face. But it's actually already on here. You just set it's a brush that's already there. You just have to set the settings. The brush is here. You can look at his stuff for that. Just scatter it a bunch. So I did that for many layers, as you can see. Then I also took a space stock, threw that on top, deleted around, or erased around around where the focal is, and I set that to soft light, so we can have a little bit of a starry thing going on there. I think that's a C4D. No, that's a fractal. Okay. So I took a fractal. You can see I just place it on the sides. It doesn't really do much, but it's there. A little more effects. I'm pretty sure that's another fractal doing the same thing. They're both on overlay. These are really subtle. You can barely even see it. I doubt anyone ever noticed whenever I posted the signature. But it's just to add a little bit more depth. That one you notice. Not depth. Well, a little bit depth, but just more effects. That's just some more brushes with liquefy and smudges there in the background. If I bring this, it's only on 4, but you can see it there. See, it's right there. More clipping masks. Basically. Got more clipping masks. These are just brushes. This is something I picked up from Zoo a while ago. Thanks, Zoo. It's obviously the more obvious one, right there by her face. This one is over here in this corner. It just adds some more effect, and kind of cool. Here I start the lighting. You can see I added light right here, here, and here. And that just brings out the blue a little bit more. Lighting, of course. set that to overlay. I usually do color dodge, linear dodge, and that makes it bring up really well. And now Upset Penguin is also messaging me. What up, me nigga? Bidding. Nigga. Some lighting there. Just a few gradient maps. This one is a black and white on luminosity. See, it's just black and white, and luminosity that brings out the colors a little bit. That's something I learned from Tango also. It's my hero. This is also his gradient map. It's a good gradient map. I have it saved. You see that if I pick gradient map. Gradient map. That's this one right here. You can try and match it. Not going to go too much into that, but that's what that looks like there. And this one, photo filter. That's magenta. 27 density. Sorry, my fan's freezing me. Oh, here's where I started the text. That's just I just selected this like that, and I did a white gradient. Same thing as you would do if you were to put a shine on a text signature. So I did 2 of them. That one's on 0, so I guess I didn't use that in the end. Another one there. Pink. Text. Of course, it's text. Clipping mask on my Vertigo there. That there. Here's where I start getting into sharpening. So I sharpen the focal, erase the parts that I didn't want, and so that brought that out. So gradient map. Another gradient map. That's going to be what gradient map is that? That's that gradient map. Yeah. So just a light gradient map there. Brings out more purpley. I decided to add this effect. I think what I did here is I applied an image and I used a distort, and that's probably a ripple, I think. So yeah, so when you apply image and ripple, I just brought that on the soft light. You can see the little effects on her there. This applied image did some lighting changes, levels, etc. Decided to throw in a couple of these. They're just something I've been doing for a while. I place circles here, and then I do clipping masks. I like the effect that gives. So you can see I placed all of those circles. All of them turn into clipping masks of applied images. Pretty basic. Threw in some more lighting. As you can see, this was after my first one. After my first version, I realized somebody brought it to my attention that I did need some more, and I agreed completely. So just a lot of lighting here. What is that one? That's just a bunch of lighting. As you can see, I used a combination of linear dodge and okay, I did mostly linear dodge. What was that one? That's the signature. It's pretty straightforward. Hopefully you can get something out of it. We're going to be doing some more of these tutorials, hopefully.